Hello everybody, today we're doing a simple video on patching a large hole in a wall. I guess someone was roughhousing in the house and they got pushed up against the wall, creating a large patch. Large area, it's over 2 foot by 2.5 foot. Right on the corner, it damaged the corner bead. So we're just going to do a simple way here using a piece of sheetrock to do a template. That way we could just use a template, pencil it off. That way we can cut out an exact area. Also, I don't want to cut out any corner bead if possible, so we're just going to cut up the sheetrock up to the edge of the corner bead. And that way we can get the new sheetrock tucked under the corner bead flange, re-secure the corner bead, re-secure the new sheetrock, get it all scraped, and then we're just going to tape it up with fiberglass mesh tape. Get it coated 2 times using a quick set 5-minute hot mud, which is more of a pro grade material because it does set up quickly and it sets up like a cement. So if you're not comfortable using muds, just use a regular all-purpose joint compound. Basically, it's a simple video here. It's more like a watch and learn. This one we got lucky because when I cut it out, I was able to get a stud on each side. So we cut it center of the stud, they call it. You're just basically cutting in the middle of the stud. That way the old sheetrock has something to secure to, and then you're able to put screws in the new sheetrock. So the center of the stud is ideal. If the area was smaller and you weren't able to get center of the stud, then you'll just add backing. You'll see on this patch that I'll add backing the top and the bottom of the patch. You necessarily don't have to do this, but sometimes by adding backing to all 4 sides of the sheetrock, you'll have a strong patch. Just makes everything level, so when you go to mud, everything's nice and tight and straight. There's no dips and waves if you add plenty of backing. Backing, you can use anything, 2x2s, 2x4s, sheeting, anything you can use backing. But simple video. I have a whole playlist of patching like this. So if you haven't joined my channel, subscribe. Go ahead and jump in the other playlist of patching. You watch a few of these videos and you'll see the process. Also, the texture on here is like a rough skip trowel. It's a heavy skip trowel. I had someone leave a comment on my short that I did of this video saying my texture doesn't match. Trust me, all my textures match. I work in the field. I'm not just doing some handyman in my own house. This is what I do every day. So I have to match textures and do it properly. That's when it becomes an art form. Knowing what you're doing when you go into these houses and have to match the textures. Of course, where you're located, you may have different type textures, but the process is the same for patching. You're getting it patched up with sheetrock, tape, coated 2 or 3 times, left smooth. Basically, nice smooth patch is how you get it ready. Texturing is just a cosmetic finish, and maybe where you're located, you may have a smooth finish. If you have a smooth finish, the last coat, you would just do a tight skim coat with an all-purpose joint compound. If you're not comfortable doing the textures you have there, maybe you can do some of these steps that are shown in the video, and at least get the patch sealed up, get it secured. But this simple video, it doesn't take much. All it takes is someone just pushing up against the wall, just playing around in the house, especially if you have rough kids, teenagers. This happens all the time. So if you just hit the right spot of the wall in between the studs, it fractures and does this. So you're going to see just by someone getting pushed into the wall what this turns into. Big large patch, 2 foot by 2.5 foot sheetrock, and then the whole corner bead all the way up. So we're fixing about a 6 foot length of corner bead on both sides. But go ahead and watch the video. Basic simple steps here. Also, you're going to see on the video I use a spray glue for my mesh tape. This is an optional product. The only reason I use this is because it tacks the fiberglass in place and it holds it in place. The fiberglass tape is naturally sticky, but it doesn't like to stick to old sheetrock. So this is just an optional product. And also, you're going to have so many videos on YouTube, people telling you not to use fiberglass mesh tape. Trust me, I use fiberglass mesh tape every day. I never have a callback on any cracks, re-cracking. So whatever people are trying to push on you, just remember they're probably sponsored by someone else, some company. So just stick to your basic mesh, fiberglass mesh tapes for your repairs, and you'll never have any issues if they're used correctly. But I hope you watch this video and like it. Like I said, I have a whole playlist of patching holes in walls, so if this is what you're trying to do in your project, this is a perfect playlist for you as patching holes. But hey, thanks for subscribing. And please like and leave a comment.